welcome to One on One with Orion. I am your host, Orion Prater Phillips with Women Means Business. I am here today with a lovely guest. I'm going to allow her to say her name and her business.
Lakischia Smith. I'm the owner and founder of Who Dat Barbershop.
Who Dat Barbershop? Wow, a woman owning a barbershop. Tell me a little bit about Who Dat Barbershop.
Well, as the owner of Who Dat Barbershop, I am not a barber. That's the first thing you should know.
Okay.
I am 100% entrepreneur and business owner. We was founded in 2009, and I originally opened it to help me go back to school.
Okay.
But I discovered that I just had a blessing on my hands.
Wow.
Through this barbershop. I have barbers that have been with me since day one.
Okay.
Since that opened the doors. I have an awesome manager who attends to the day-to-day. And that allows me to focus on growing the business and just putting it out there in a positive light. So 10 years now and coming, it's just been a blessing to me. Make sure it's a blessing to others, to the barbers, to the whole entire community.
So you say you started in 2009. Here we are, 2020.
Yes.
11 years later. And, you know, just doing some homework, doing some research on Who Dat Barbershop, I noticed that you're not just your typical barbershop. It seems as though you do a lot of community things. You're out there in the community doing a lot of different stuff. Right. Tell us a little bit about the things that you do for the community.
Right. Well, we're not your typical barbershop because I'm not the typical owner of this barbershop. I'm not a barber. So because I'm not a barber and not working inside, that leaves me with a lot of time to do what I do best, which is help people. So I started in 2010 just doing community outreach. I started small, just feeding my customers, giving back things for the holidays to people just in the community, period. I opened it up to people in the strip mall that I'm in, other businesses. And then it just grew to me just opening it up to any and everybody. So I initially focused on the holidays because that was an easy time to give back to people. But now it's grown to so much more, bigger than me. I look for events that I can do that's important to other people, not just things that I want to do for myself. If someone needs help, I'm always adopting people, adopting families, just giving back. We do a lot of things anonymously, and we do a lot of things publicly. But prior to COVID-19, we did everything 100% paid for by Who Dat Barbershop. Okay. Whether it's by me as the owner or whether it was collectively with me and the barbers putting in just to give back to the community, it was all paid for by Who Dat Barbershop.
So give me some of your names of some events that you recently done, like before the COVID-19. What were some of the things that you are referring to?
Well, we have an annual school supply drive giveaway. Okay. We just started with our annual. We're 2 years in with giving the Christmas toys in. Giveaway. We have fed the homeless. We have given back to veterans. We have mentored the youth in New Orleans jail system. Oh wow.
And this is not just for your customers. You have now opened it up to everybody in the community, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
I have opened it up to anybody who needs help. Any organizations, needs that are out there, I open it up to everybody.
So it sounds as though, yes, you have a barbershop, you're an entrepreneur, but it comes from some sort of nurturing within. So it's your nurturer, your mom.
I'm a mom. I have 4 sons.
4 sons, 4 black sons.
4 black, African American sons.
That needs everything.
Yes.
That needs a positive support system, a positive role model. Yes. So I'm hearing all of these things, and I'm thinking about the things that I saw through your pages, and so outside of being a mom and being a barbershop, what is it that you do? Are you just an owner of Who Dat Barbershop, or what else is it that you do? Because I hear this nurturing piece in you.
Well, I'm by career, I'm a registered nurse.
Okay. So that's where it comes from.
That's where it comes from. I'm a natural carer. I love to take care of my patients in the hospitals. I'm friends with them. I'm family with them. That just comes naturally to me. And that was the original reason why I opened Who Dat Barbershop. Remember, to put myself through school. Okay. I was started as an LPN. Really, I started as a CNA. Okay. And I went back to school to be an LPN. And then you went back to school to be RN. Right. Are we going back to school to be something else? No. That's it? No. I am done with school. So I started out back then, and I just needed a way to still support my kids. I had 2 sons at the time when I opened Who Dat Barbershop. Okay. And I'm like, I can't just quit my job. I have a family to support. I have a house to support. Right. So I said, what can I do? And it made me, I got some advice from a friend, and he suggested I open up a barbershop because all you have to do is collect booth rental, he said. And it sounds cool. We were like, all right, that's all I need. Right. So I acted upon it, and I did it. It took me 9 months to do, with the help of so many other people that God sent. You know, believe me, I just not did this on my own. So God sends people in your life. Right. You know what I mean? For a reason, for a season, whatever it may be. Yes. For a reason, for a season. And it's like the doors opened, and they just kept opening. And sometimes it was a window that opened. And I just kept on walking through them each and every single time. So it was to help me get through school as a nurse. So I became a nurse. But it was even before then I became a nurse that I recognized that I love helping people, and Who Dat Barbershop just gave me a much bigger platform to help versus me just helping this one person that I'm taking care of as a nurse. I have a whole community that I can help and take care of. So that nurturing it's just a part of me. It's a part of who I am. Okay. So much so that because Who Dat is a bigger platform, I'm now choosing to transition out of nursing and do this full time. Really? Yes. Really? Okay. Yes, I have so much more I want to do. And I feel like I can get it accomplished with Who Dat versus the career choices. So how did you come up with the name Who Dat? Are you a Who Dat Saints fan? I mean, everybody want to know where the name come from. Well, I was throwing around names for people, getting suggestions. And it was suggested, Who Dat? Name it Who Dat Barbershop. And I'm like, I researched it and I'm like, well, nobody has that name. And it just kind of stuck with me while I was still researching more and more names. So I'm like, yeah, I'm naming Who Dat. I am a Saints fan. But that wasn't where it came from. It didn't come from the fact that I'm a Saints fan and I want to base my business off my Saints. No. It just came from me wanting a great name. And I felt like Who Dat was catchy. It was out there. It was common. It's something that's very known in New Orleans that people can pick up on and be like, okay, Who Dat Barbershop. And then it came with already a color scheme. You know it's gonna be black and gold. Gotta be. Yes. So it was just like, okay, I can see all the gold. I can see all the colors coming together. So the name just kind of stuck. Okay. Yeah. So what, besides I've heard that you have, your 4 boys, which I'm sure probably are on top of this list that I'm about to ask. But what was your key driving force for Who Dat Barbershop? Like, what keeps you going every single day to make sure that Who Dat Barbershop is on point? The driving force is so many reasons. My son's on top. This is my first business I own. So just being able to leave something to them, being able to show them there's something different you can do besides working, the typical job. So that's always the driving force on the barbers, seeing their dedication. I have barbers who have been with me since the day these doors opened. Wow. I feel responsible for them. I know I'm leading them. And just doing it for them, and the third thing is the community, knowing that I can make a difference in people's life, knowing that I can help people. That's a big driving force for me. When I walked in the door, I saw you had your son here. I thought it was one of your barbers. I thought it was one of your barbers came in on his off day to help you out. But you mentioned that was your son, and so what is it that
what do your sons see? Like, do they want to be barbers when they grow up? Do they want to own a barbershop, or do they feel like, I don't have to own a barbershop, mama's gonna give me hers? Like, what do they think about, mom owning a barbershop surrounded by all these men? I know you gotta come in and work and be the mama or be the boss or whatever role it is that you have to be at that particular moment. But what is it that your boys think about mama owning a barbershop?
To them, it's normal. They think it's normal. They don't see it like, my mom owns a barbershop. It's so different. I'm just mom to them. You know what I mean? They don't care that I own a barbershop.
But they're helpful. Like I said, he was in here working. I thought he was getting his station ready.
Just as much as their barbershop, they're just as invested in this business as I am. My son was here from day one, helping me put down these floors, paint these walls. You know what I mean? Cleaning up. He's just so much a part of it, and equally just as invested in it as I am. So it's a part of his past. He knows it's a part of his future. It's helped. He's learned a lot from it. Through learned a lot about entrepreneurship through it. So he's just as invested in it as I am. And I have 2 older boys, but I have 2 babies now that are coming up. So even my 2-year-old, he'll come in and dap everybody off. He does, because he see that the men, when they come in the door, everybody gives everybody a dap. So he's walking around trying to dap everybody else like other men, He wants to sit in the chair and get him a haircut.
Right.
So my children are just as invested in it as I am. This is a part of their ingrained into their soul, into their life, just as much as it is for me.
Yes, that's amazing. And with all of the community stuff that I'm sure that they've been wrapped around,
they participate, they help, whether we're doing the school supplies, they're putting things together, we're buying things together. They're just, everything that I do with the giving back for the management of this barbershop, I introduce it to my children, I show it to them, I try to show them the ins and outs of it, because they're going to be doing this one day.
It's the last couple ladies that I've interviewed have 3 or 4 boys, and I think that's so. I have 3 sons myself, but I have 1 girl, my little spoiled princess. But it's I'm sure, especially everything that's going on with with society right now. Yes. It takes a lot. It takes a lot to be a mom already. It takes a lot to be a wife. It takes a lot to be an entrepreneur. On top of that, you have your 9-to-5 job. And
12 to 12.
12 to 12.
It's a 12-hour job.
Oh, goodness gracious. So you got your 12 to 12 job. And on top of all of that, you still have to stay grounded because you have 4 Black boys that you are about to bring up in all of this chaos. And, but the word that I keep hearing you say is just community, giving back, So all of those things are good keys to being a successful Black male. Right. So, kudos to you, mama. Keep on.
Thank you.
The like you said, your driving force, keep it going. Because obviously, you got those little babies coming up after these big old boys. And I'm sure they are going to be a great help to them as well. But, a big kudos to the Black moms out there doing their thing for these boys. But back to, come on, let's bring it on back in. With, being a woman, owning a barbershop, I'm sure it's not your easiest way or your easiest thing to do as far as marketing your business. You probably go to somebody and say, I own a barbershop, and they're looking at you like, what barbershop you own? Whatever. So how do you outside of, flyers and stuff like that, but word of mouth, and when it's time for you to go out into the community to advertise your business, how are you doing it? How are you doing your marketing? How are you getting your customer base? Outside of, I'm sure the barbers are doing their parts, but as the owner, before you got all these barbers, before you got all of these customers, how did you actually put it out there that I'm a Black woman and I own a barbershop? Come see me. Come trust. Come trust my business to cut your hair, because we know how men are about their hair. How did you do that? How did you get out there?
Well, that's a loaded question. Initially, I had no idea about how I was going to market my business. So I hired barbers who had a good customer base already.
Okay.
Okay. So I hired experienced barbers who had been in the industry for 10 or more years.
So wait, let's stop right there. So how did you encourage or ask a barber to come work for you as a woman who didn't know what she was doing?
Well, remember when I said that God sends you people and you are blessed through those people? Well, initially when I opened Who Dat Barbershop, I had a manager that helped me to find barbers, experienced barbers, and this person was familiar with the area because all of this was closed. This was post-Katrina.
Okay.
And even though this was 2008, 2009,
we were still closed.
Right.
New Orleans, the city was still
closed. So people were still in need. So I partnered with a person who knew barbers, who knew New Orleans East, and who knew the need for barbers. And this building that I'm in right now was already a barbershop. Okay. So it was already known in the community as a barbershop. So for it to come back as a better barbershop, it was kind of normal for people.
Right. And he just was waiting for it.
Right. You waiting for things to just come back, get back to normal. So I had the person that I was consulting with to help me to find barbers because I knew no one. And matter of fact, my capacity back then was 10 barbers, and off the bat, I had 6 barbers when I opened my doors.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Wow. That was just opening the doors in September of 2009. So we collaborated and found barbers who were experienced, who already had a good clientele base. And that was the beginning driving force of people coming in. We have a great location, and it was already known to be a barbershop. So people were still coming in.
Right.
And this was in the beginning without advertising. But of course, a business cannot survive on.
Right. Just simply word of mouth.
Just simply word of mouth, yes. So in time, we've incorporated all major social media platforms from Instagram to Twitter. When those platforms first opened years ago, I was on them. It was free advertising. So I began to build my brand then, and I didn't do it as I'm an owner of a barbershop, a black woman who owned a barbershop. I just did it as Who Dat Barbershop. People didn't know it was owned by a woman.
Until they saw you.
People didn't know it was owned by a female. You know what I mean? I didn't start coming out saying, hey, a black female owns Who Dat Barbershop and she's not a barber in about last year.
Really?
Yeah, about 8 years
in. So you went 8 years in, and they always thought your manager
owned it. One of these barbers must own it. Somebody must own it. And I'm okay with that because I was okay with people's assumptions because I didn't do this for the limelight. I didn't do this for to be front street. You know what I mean? I did it to, even when I give all the giveaways and the give backs, you know what I mean? It's not like saying, hey, I'm doing this, I'm paying for this, I need accolades, I need credit for this. It wasn't like that. You know, I'm doing it. It comes from the heart. It comes from Who Dat Barbershop. I did it as my barbershop. I didn't do it as Lakischia.
Right.
So people didn't know that until the end. So social media, we built our brand through showing the positive things that we do in the community. That helped us to build our brand. The experienced barbers that we have providing quality service that helped us build our brand and keep clientele's custom in it. So all of this is marketing in itself.
Right.
And then last year we incorporated a website and started doing a lot of digital advertising. Okay. And that helped to just bring us into where we are now currently.
So you say 8 years in, almost 8 years in, people was really just starting to find out that this was owned by a female.
Right.
So what were some of your reactions when they saw that you were the owner? Or, what were some of the reactions like, huh? What? Was it like, I knew that. I thought that.
Well, prior to the 8 years, a trickle of people knew here and there. And the reactions I would get from people is some of the things that made me shy away from coming full-fledged as the owner of Who Dat Barbershop. Because I got a lot of negative reactions from them. It was not what people expected. My own banker had a hard time accepting that I was the owner of Who Dat Barbershop, Really? He was always looking for my husband. Where's your husband to sign up on his account? And I'm like,
I'm signing off on this.
I'm my husband. I'm the husband you're looking for to sign up on this account. So I didn't get a lot of positive reactions as being a female owner of Who Dat Barbershop. And even some people who walk to the door, like if I had a meeting with a person and they come to meet with the owner and they're looking for this guy to walk up to them. I'm saying, hi, how you doing? I'm Lakischia. Hi, how you doing? I'm waiting for such and such. Oh, that's me, you know. So I didn't get a lot of positive. So that was one of the driving forces that kept me kind of behind the scenes. But I know that I know who I am. I'm confident in who I am despite the reactions that I was getting from people. And I felt like it was time. You know, I felt like it was time to tell my story, who I am. I got an encouragement from a lot of positive people who were encouraging of my story, especially the barbers here. Miss Keisha, you ought to let everybody know. You know what I mean? You're the owner. People, you tell them anyway. They just don't believe us. We need you to come and tell them too. So, and just encouragement to people who knew me and who knew what I was doing and who knew what I was about. So I just did it. You know what I mean? But just the reactions were not good. I'm getting a lot of positive feedback now. And you still get some negative feedback.
Which we're gonna come into a few every now and then.
Yeah, it's okay.
With any type of business, no matter what it is.
It's okay. I think being an owner and an entrepreneur and a businesswoman, period, you have to have tough skin. You have to be able to take the good with the bad. So it's okay.
Wow. Man, I couldn't imagine, girl. So on Saturdays when this place is packed, you come pop in?
Most times. Sometimes.
And they believe it now. When they see you, they're the owner. There she go.
Well, when I come in, I don't come in as, oh, hey, I'm the owner. You know what I mean? I come in just as quiet and speak to people. You know what I mean?
So your barbers who've been here with you for the 11 years, you know, they're like you said, they're like family.
They are family.
You know, they are. You know, they've been with you. How many of them do you have that's been with you that long?
I have 2 that's been with me that long, but the turnover at Who Dat Barbershop has been really low. The average barber stayed here about 5+ years.
Oh wow!
I had barbers that stayed with me 8 years, 5 years. I haven't had a barber that stayed less than 5 years.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
So the turnover is not very high.
See, a woman owning a barbershop is not a bad thing.
No, it's great.
They probably got it all together. They don't want to leave. They say, man, this lady got it going on. She keeps it clean. You know, so
I hear about the differences. They tell me about the differences between my style of ownership and other people's style. And this is the feedback I get from them. So
so you act upon it.
Yes.
That's good. So describe your typical day as a mom, as an entrepreneur, as a 12. You know, I'm sure you don't come here every day. No need to come here every day, but you know, just being an entrepreneur, period. How does your day flow? Are you up all night thinking of? I know as an entrepreneur, I'm up all night thinking of creative ideas, thinking of my next venture or whatever. But you're 11 years in, so I'm sure, you know, do you think, oh, that's a breeze, I can go to sleep, I'm good? Or are you still up all hours of the night working and figuring it out?
Well, I'm not up all night working and figuring it out. But my ideas of what I want to do seem to come to me. They seem to be, they come to me naturally, I'm not going to even lie to you. There seems to be more of given to me, like a thought that was given to me more than me thinking them or trying to reach for what I should be doing. I meditate a lot, so I receive thoughts of what I should be doing and I act upon them. So I'm a night person because I work overnight. So the nights I'm off, I am up, but it's not usually trying to think of things or, you know, work on things. I'm usually up putting things into action. Actually planning out my next day, who I'm going to call, who I need to call, writing down my information. I do a lot of research. I'm an avid reader, so I'm online, I'm reading, I'm researching. That's what I do with my nights. So by morning time, I like to be prepared and ready for the things that I've already planned on doing. And I learned that what needs to be done in December, I have to start it in June. I cannot wait till December to start it.
Because it either A, won't get done, or it'll be a disaster. Some people could pull it off, don't get me wrong. Some people could wake up on Monday and say, I want to do something by Thursday, and they can pull it off.
Right.
But to be a successful business owner, it takes planning.
It takes planning.
You really have to plan and prepare. Yes.
Plan
My grandmother always say, if you fail to, what is it? If you
plan to fail.
Yes, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Yeah. So yes, you have to plan and prepare.
Right.
When you're an entrepreneur. Do you have any fears when it comes down to your business? Do you think about, especially right now with the pandemic going on? We can use that as an example. We have the pandemic going on, the world stopped. Governor said we couldn't go get our haircuts. Governor said we couldn't, be in a place with over 10 people and stuff like that. And I know on Saturdays, the hair salons have over 10 people sometimes. So I'm sure barbers are even, just as packed. So, what were some of your thoughts? Or did you have any fears like, what's going to happen if my barbershop don't open back up? Or what's going to happen if they keep this world closed for 6 months? What are some fears, if you had any, in regards to your business?
My greatest fear for Who Dat Barbershop that I have is not growing it. It's standing still. Mm-hmm. I am, no matter whether it's in business or personal, whether it's on my job or my career, I'm a progressive person. Mm-hmm. I believe in growth. I believe that where I am today, I should not be next week, or next year, or 5 years from now. Mm-hmm. So the biggest fear for me is not growing this business. Mm-hmm. And we have grown tremendously. Mm-hmm. So during the pandemic, I don't know, but I knew. Don't ask me. Mm-hmm. I just knew we gonna open. You know what I mean? The barbershop was closed for 2 whole months. I was more concerned about the barbers because their income depends on the public coming in and servicing. They were not able to go out and cut people's hair, risking their lives doing those things. So I was more concerned about them and helping them. So I just began to do research on things I can do for them, resources that they can use to help supplement their income. So that was my first thing that I did.
Made sure popped in.
Made sure my barbers were straight. So we did that. Once I got that completed, and then I just began to plan on us reopening because I knew we were going to reopen. This is economics 101. It's necessary. So I knew we were going to reopen. So I just started planning for that reopening. And in the meantime, just doing what I do best, giving back. We gave back to the healthcare workers. We fed over 140 workers with Acadian Ambulance and through Ochsner. We fed some of their employees also. And now we're currently giving back with free haircuts for healthcare workers. Where we have a fundraiser raising money to actually pay for the haircuts because I don't want the barbers to take
a complete loss, like a complete nothing.
Right, they took a big loss already. So we're partnering with people and we're raising funds to actually pay for those haircuts. And the funds that we receive will be matched dollar for dollar from one to help pay for the haircuts. So that's what we're doing now, and just focusing on more of the future. But it's like I already knew that we were going to open. We just have to be prepared for it.
Right.
We have to plan for it. I'm not about to sit around for 2 whole months.
Right. Which some people did. Some people didn't know what to do. Some people were worried. Some people literally sat still and didn't know what to do. But that's another conversation that might girl, we could talk a whole nother day for that one.
Yeah.
But off record, we're gonna talk so I can, let me know how Opulent Productions can help you with that piece. But it's so let's think about it. We are on pause. We have stopped. We are not cutting. We're closed. But you're still working. I'm sure double the hours with healthcare.
Yeah.
But still trying to find a way to be out there in the community.
Yep.
Still trying to do those things. So that alone had to be a lot. So what has been your eye opener for this? Like you said, you knew you was gonna open back up. Mm-hmm. You knew your business is good. But what would you tell the person who is worried about that? Mm-hmm. Who what was your daily encouragement to your barbers?
It was just more of reassuring them. I was creating group texts, sending them lots of resources and encouragement, talking to them individually about things they may have been going through in their individual lives, just discussing what the world is going through right now, giving them a voice and a platform to say, hey, this is how I feel, this is how it's affected me, and me telling them, okay, this is how I can be of help to you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So when you opened up the doors, when y'all opened back up, was it like a grand opening all over again? Were y'all all excited? I mean, what was the energy like when y'all opened back up? Were customers still clients more so? Were they still afraid to come in? Like what, some people, because I'm still a little nervous about going to some stores or whatever. So what was, were you here on that first day? How were your barbers' reactions? Like what was the energy like in here on day one?
Well, prior to us opening, we had got together. We had started maybe 2 weeks prior to opening with just coming together, and we realized we missed each other. Oh man, it was hard to just do the little elbow bump. You wanted to give them a hug, because you missed them. So it was just like we had a pre-party already, just us coming back together and seeing each other and enjoying each other's company and talking and sharing stories. Then we started with just planning. This is what we're gonna do. Planning for that special day, me letting them know what to expect, cleaning, sanitizing, disinfecting, following all the different protocols. With the customers, we had clients coming onto the website booking
their appointments.
Yes, ahead of time. We was letting them know, hey, this is the day we're going to open. Come and book your appointments. Some people tried to book appointments before we open. I'm sorry, but we're not open yet. So people were just eager to get back in. People were sending me pictures of, man, look at my hair.
My boys have had haircuts since January. Lord Jesus.
Look at my hair, I'm dying for a haircut. When y'all going to be open again? So we had positive feedback from people who letting us know, hey, we're waiting for you guys to open. People pre-booking appointments ahead of time. The barbers eager and ready to get back to work.
Well, that's good.
And us just making sure that it happens.
Yeah, that's good.
So
that's
when those customers first walked in the door, we're ready, we're prepared, we're disinfected, sanitized, and we're offering you a mask. If you don't have a mask already, we're wearing our mask. We're happy to see you. You know what I mean? So it was awesome. It was just a great feeling to get back to that normalcy.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Whether it's a normal or new normal,
whatever
it is. Right.
Yes, definitely.
So, talking about the happy feeling and all of the positive energy coming through, tell us one satisfying moment that you've had as Who Dat Barbershop owner. Give us one happy moment, one satisfying moment, one moment that you look forward to reaching one goal and you got it.
Oh my God, you asking for 10 years or more for me to pick
just one. All right, maybe two.
Oh my Jesus. I don't even know which moment to pick. I have so many. A satisfying moment. Just happy to be the owner of Who Dat Barbershop. I think it would have to be, if I could pick a moment, the day that you gave me the award.
Oh, girl, that make me cry. Are you serious?
I'm going to cry. The day that you gave me the award for best customer service.
So I didn't give you that award. Your customers gave you that award. And
it was awesome. I was so proud. It was like you gave recognition. Because remember I said I never was on the forefront. I never asked for the recognition. I never...
Girl, she about that.
I'm about to tear up just thinking about it also. So, but that moment when you recognized the things that I was doing in the community and gave Who Dat Barbershop that award, it was just beautiful.
Really?
Awesome.
Really?
It was profound for me. It meant a whole lot to me. I was able to, what meant the most to me was I was able to dedicate that award to my barbers.
Your barbers.
I did. And their dedication to Who Dat Barbershop. So that was just that was the bee's knees.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what was your see y'all look y'all, this lady got me.
I'm about to cry too just thinking about it because I remember that moment like it was just
so when you got that email, when I sent out that email stating that you were nominated, were you shocked?
I was shocked. But I was also confident. I'm like, oh, I got this.
Yo, this is one of the nominees became winners, but the whole process, she was like, what do I do? She asked so many questions, but you know, that made me know that I was doing the right thing.
Yeah.
Because people, you know, one of the first questions that someone asked me when I said I wanted to do this award show was, who wants to get an award from Opulent Productions? Opulent ain't the Grammys. And I said, I don't know, but we're going to see. And when you were asking those questions and you were so excited and people were buying tickets and asked them how did they hear about us, and I heard about it from the Who Dat Barbershop and all of that, it assured me and it let me know, it confirmed that I was doing the right thing. Oh, wow. I was doing the right thing, and to hear that that's one of your satisfying moments, that makes me happy. That makes me happy, and I'm looking forward to the next one.
Yeah.
But that just, you know, my business awarded you with that, but I didn't give you that award. Your customers did. The people that nominated you did. The people that voted for you did. You know, that customer service category, I kid you not, between the customer service category, the financial category, and the health, hair and beauty category were my three categories that brought my votes out literally out the water. I wish I had my numbers in front of me to like literally show you that customer service one. Mind you guys, I had 18 categories. We had 18 different categories. Each category had 3 finalists. So out of those 18 categories, 3 finalists, ladies like yourself brought in over 8,000 votes.
Wow.
And so it wasn't me. It wasn't me. It was your customers. It was the people that's been with you all of these years.
Wow.
And when do you remember meeting me for the first time at Walmart?
I did.
Okay, so I was in Walmart looking a mess. It was I really hate shopping at Walmart, by the way. I never go grocery shopping in Walmart. But I stepped outside to go pick up a prescription. I went to go pick up a prescription at Walgreens. And my husband called me literally on my way home and said, stop and get whatever. And I was too far from Winn-Dixie, which is my school. So I ran into Walmart. And so I'm looking a mess because I wasn't expecting to get out the car. I went through the drive-thru to get the prescription. And I'm on the phone with my husband saying, I think I see one of my nominees. I think that's one of my nominees. And he was like, well, go talk to her. He was like, you got to let these people know you friendly. You introduce yourself. Go talk to the lady. And I said, boy, I look a mess. I cannot go introduce myself to this lady about this award show that I'm presenting to be like this great, extravagant thing. And I'm out here looking like this. And he said, okay. So we left it alone. And I called him a couple of minutes later. I said, man, I really think that's that lady. So I was by the bread section. When I took a picture of you and sent it to my husband and said, now look at this lady and look at the flyer. Is that the same woman? And he said, I think it is. And I said, all right, I'm just going to talk to her. I'm just going to introduce myself to her.
Wow.
And I was just so happy to do that because I felt like I had known you for years. And so reading your bio, getting all of the votes that you got, hearing all of the people talk about how great you were, I felt like I already knew you.
Wow.
So it was so pleasant to meet you, even though I looked a mess, even though I'm so embarrassed to say I was even in the store looking like that. But it was such a great feeling to meet you. And you would talk about you couldn't wait, and you would talk about what you was gonna wear, and you would all this other stuff. She was so excited,
I
y'all.
was very excited.
And
when you introduced yourself to me, I was like, "It's her."
I felt like a little celebrity, but needless to say, I'm sure to me in my eyes, you were the celebrity because I was like, "That's the lady who was nominated." And so Orion, let's when we called your name.
Wow.
How'd you feel?
I felt just reassured, awesome, calm. I'm one of those calm people, even in crazy times. It's so hard to explain. So many feelings. You know what I mean? Trying to hold it together because now you got to go and speak. Just profound. I felt it made me feel important.
But it gave you that confirmation that everything you've been doing all of these years was right.
Yes, definitely.
It reminded you why you did it. Even though in the beginning we did it to get me through school. We did it to collect that booth rental. That was our initial thought.
Right. But God had such a bigger plan.
Right. He had a bigger plan for you, and you executed that plan.
Yeah.
You're still executing the plan. And you were recognized for it.
Awesome.
And so when you were finished, when you got your award, like, were you so happy you wanted to run in here and just tell all your barbers? Like, what was that feeling?
I had already texted them when I was when I had sat back down. They want no award. Taking a picture of the award, sending it to them in our group chat, and it was like, man, really? And I had video. My fiance had videotaped me getting the award, so I was looking at that and already sending it off to the barbers. To show them, that I dedicated to them. So I was just thinking about them. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was thinking about them. I was thinking about us. I was thinking about all of us together collectively, and all of the people who helped get you to that point. Because it's never just you.
Right.
It's never just you. I would never take credit for that. Just the whole Who Dat Barbershop as a whole. Because it's not just me at all. And just thinking of all the people who helped you get to that point. You know what I mean? All the blessings, all the hardships, all the U-turns and curves, all of the people that God sent your way. Just all my family, my children.
Right.
Wanting them to see me up on that stage. I wanted my children to see me up on that stage. Look at mommy. Look what's possible.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Not to say mommy's getting the award, but look at what's possible when you
no matter how small it is, no matter how no matter how small or big it can be.
Right.
When just showing you right.
When you persevere, when you overcome, when you just keep going. Don't let nothing stop you.
Girl.
So just wanting to show them that, wanting to just can't wait to share it with the barbers. And thinking about all the people who helped you get to that moment. It's just beautiful.
Now see, initially, and I tell you no lie, when we were combing through the categories and stuff, and I said, this lady, she's the owner of a barbershop. Like, I probably need to put her in the health and beauty category. Like, that's what I kept saying. And I said she was nominated for customer service, but maybe I need to put her in another category. But all of the explanations as to why you needed to be in customer service, I couldn't switch you. I couldn't switch you. And I mean, girl, you were highly recommended, and your votes your votes definitely spoke up. Numbers don't lie. That's what I think.
Numbers don't lie.
I think Jay-Z said that numbers don't lie. So that's girl. You did great. You did great. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Almost you brought back some memories. I cannot wait to have another one. I cannot wait till January. So we, we'll definitely be in contact with that in regards, because you're gonna have to give out the next customer service award. So we're gonna stay tuned for that. We're wrapping up. We're not gonna be too much longer. But what what advice would you give a current college graduate, or not a high school graduate, college graduate, or someone who's thinking about being a barbershop owner? What advice would you give them?
Barbershop owner. I would say the biggest thing for me, I have a relationship with God. And people often ask me, how did you do it? How do you do this? How did you do it? Mm-hmm. And my answer always includes God. Mm-hmm. So I would say make sure that God is a part of your decision making, mm-hmm. and God is a part of your process. No matter what your plan is, make sure He's a part of it. Make sure He's in it, and make sure He's, the one that's helping you to make those decisions. Mm-hmm. So aside from that, to me, that's the driving force. So in this world, I would say, get you a team of people, because you cannot do it alone. Mm-hmm. I would say, don't let nothing stop you. I don't care what it is. If it's your dream, if it's your goal, don't take no for an answer, because all it takes is one yes. Yes. You can get 100 no's, just that one yes. Keep going.
Sometimes that one no can mess you up too. Like people get that one no or that one discouraging moment, and sometimes it tears them down.
But see, that's where that relationship with God comes in, and that's when you grounded and you know your God. When I know who my God is. So you telling me no?
I ain't worried about you.
My God already told me yes. I already got a yes. Mm-hmm. You hear me? Mm-hmm. I'm just waiting for Him to confirm that yes to the right person.
Right.
You just not the right person.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But He has the right person. He's going to send the right person to you.
Just so that's patient.
Definitely. You have to be patient. You have to be open to it. You have to open yourself up to it. You know what I mean? You have to be willing to meet people. And don't be afraid of that yes coming from a person that you didn't expect it to come from. Don't never look at a person and be like, because God can send the unlikeliest person to help you.
Yes.
You don't know what they're going to look like.
Yes.
So it's just about perseverance, not taking no for an answer, being confident in who you are, when you know what you're doing, having a team of people who are around you who support you. You're going to have some naysayers. I had naysayers in my own family who didn't support my dreams, but surrounding yourself with the people who are going to support you.
Right.
Getting that team of people. And sometimes it takes a while to build that team, to get that team. But once you get them, stay surrounded with them. Don't be afraid to seek advice from people who know more than you. Get somebody who's been in the barber industry. Ask them questions. I have went to other barbershops and just talked to those guys. And just them allowing me to question them to know them. Getting their advice for people who've been in business longer than I have, So just knowing that if your dreams are bigger than you, then it's going to require a lot from you. And it's okay to seek people who are bigger than you also. And to me, your God is always bigger than you.
Right.
And it's going to make it happen.
Okay, I like that. Thank you. Thank you. If you had the chance to start your career over, what would you do differently?
My career?
Not a nurse. Your business. So if you had the chance to start it over, what would you do differently?
I hope I'll open Who Dat Barbershop out of pocket. I use my own personal funds, like no loan, no help from other people financially. If I had to do it all over again, I would seek financial assistance.
Okay.
I would prepare financially for it because it can be a lot, So that's the only thing I would do differently, but I have no regrets.
Okay.
No regrets at all. Okay. But if I could have saved a little more money or my own money and
right.
Got somebody else's money.
But see, sometimes getting that financial assistance that opens up that door to that no. That bank that tells you no. That bank that tells you ain't got enough established. Stuff like that. So it's kind of a win-win with those type of situations, or lose-lose in those type of situations. But I definitely understand what you're saying. You know, sometimes giving your all, even sometimes giving your all makes you work harder for it, because you're like, this is my hard working penny.
This is my last penny.
This is my last penny. So this gonna work. This gonna work, and it's gonna work today. Right. But yes, so that's definitely interesting. So what changes do you think you've had to make with COVID? Like what changes should your clients be looking for Who Dat to be different? Is there a new normal? Are we going back to normal? We the regular Who Dat barbershop. We got the music playing. We got the TVs rolling. Like, what's anything changed?
Well, the new normal at Who Dat is we're cleaning more, we're disinfecting more. We're actually paying a company to come in and professionally clean and disinfect for us. The barbers are sanitizing more often. We're trying to book clients.
So we're trying to make digitally a new thing. Like, because I know barbers, like my husband's barber, for example. He's an older guy. My husband's been going to him for 10, 15 years. So you cannot ask him, hey, I could pay you through PayPal. Can I book my appointment on this or whatever? Oh man, come in. I when you get in, I'm gonna put you on the books.
Right.
And I only take cash. Like, you have those old school barbers that's strictly on that. Like, so before all of this, were you already in the digital world? Were you already accepting digital appointments and they were accepting Cash App, PayPal, and all of that? Or is that something different?
Well, we introduced the digital world to Who Dat Barbershop with our online website last year.
Okay.
So we were already.
So y'all were already.
Okay. So the new normal is, even though we welcome walk-ins, we're more focused on appointments so that we can focus on you. And we don't have a crowd of people working around, so that we can be more safe and practice social distancing.
Right.
So that's the new normal. So we still have a steady stream of people coming in, so that we can still focus on the clients, but we have a steady stream of clients coming in. So the new normal is you can still come, you can still get your haircuts. We're just being more cleaner, more safer,
and encouraging those appointments. Okay. Well, guys, that is it for me with one-on-one with Orion. But I'm gonna turn it over to Miss. Is it Lakischia or how do you say it?
Lakischia.
Lakischia. I'm going to turn it over to her because I want her to let us know where to find her, let us know where to go, let us know what she has coming up. Any information, any social media information, how they can contact you, where they can find you. Talk to the viewers and let them know about Who Dat Barbershop.
Well, currently we are always giving back to the community. You should know that that's going to continue. That has not changed from Who Dat Barbershop. You can expect us to still do our school supply giveaway. We still adopt families for Thanksgiving. We still do all our free foods for the holidays. We're going to have a giveaway and free food for the upcoming holiday, which is Father's Day, to honor our barbers and our awesome male members of our communities. And we also, like I mentioned before, have the free healthcare haircuts for those frontline heroes who are still working every day. On June 27th this month, we're going to kick off those free healthcare haircuts, giving back those free haircuts, and we're going to have free food from the Nola Chuck Wagon, who cooks and opens up the grill in front of Who Dat Barbershop. So that's the immediate thing that we have going on. And always refer to our website, www.whodatbarbershop.com, to pick up the latest. We're on all major social platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and our name is always Who Dat Barbershop on all of those platforms. You can call us for appointments if you cannot get through, if you don't have the internet, 504-246-4446. We're located at 5741 Crowder Boulevard in New Orleans East. And that's it. We have barbers to service your needs who have been here, who are very experienced. With cutting hair, we have a very high satisfaction rate. I like to say we have a 4.9 rating.
Oh wow!
Almost a 5-star rating on Google. So then that's another platform you can look us up on Google. We get a lot of customers. Yeah, a lot of first, not new customers from Google.
So before we sign off, because this is an important piece, I need you to tell them about the healthcare haircuts. How do they get? Do they have to sign up? Do they have to call? Let them know that, because I think that is very important. Right. Very important.
Well, healthcare people who need a haircut, a free haircut, you can always apply online. www.whodatbarbershop.com. We're going to have the applications up and rolling for June 27th. That's when we're going to start accepting applications. So that you can. But this is going to end. This is going to be until the end of the year. We're going to do it up until December 31st. Oh, wow. Anybody who is approved to get a free haircut, you don't have to come in when we want you to. You can make that appointment to come and get your free haircut once you're approved for it, whenever you're ready for it.
Oh, wow.
So we're going to honor those people who've been approved for those free haircuts up until December the 31st. So this is something that's going to be ongoing and rolling. And we decided to do it that way because we know that these people still have jobs.
Right.
They still have lives.
And they're working long hours. They might not be able to come. They might, their barbershop might be closed, whatever the case may be.
You might have a barber that you're already going to.
Right.
But you just want to come and give us a chance and get this free haircut.
Right.
So we're going to honor those until December the 31st.
That's marketing, y'all. Did y'all hear that? That's marketing. You might already have a barber, but give her a chance and I bet you'll come back. That's what she's saying. Give these barbers a chance. Definitely. So that's what's up. That's what's up.
So we're going to start just remember the applications to apply for the free haircuts are going to start June 27th. And anybody approved for the free haircuts, we're going to be able to receive them anytime this year by December 31st. And the only requirement that we have is that you work in the healthcare field. All right. That's it.
So can I be a transporter in healthcare?
You can be a transporter, you can be a nurse, you can be a doctor, you can be a CNA, you can be anything that's working in the healthcare field in those hospitals.
Proper ID.
Proper ID, you can be an EMT. Okay. It doesn't matter.
Wow. Yeah. All right, guys, y'all heard it here first. Ms. Lakischia is giving away free haircuts to healthcare workers, our essential workers that's on the front line. It has been a pleasure. It was amazing. Thank you for having us here in this wonderful shop. Look forward to taking us a little walk around. And thank you. Thank you once again. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in with One-on-One with Orion. If you are interested in being a guest, please make sure you follow us at One-on-One with Orion on Instagram to sign up to be one of our next guests. Thank you, guys. Have a great day and tune in. Have a good one.